All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Vikings making a little noise, making a nice little signing on a Friday evening. Dan Feeney, offensive lineman. Welcome to the Vikings. Let's go.
Finally, Dan Feeney has returned to the Minnesota Vikings.
Who the hell's
home.
Dan Feeney?
Is it Feeney? We wanted him so bad back in 2017. It took a long time. Sometimes the best path isn't the straight one, and Dan Feeney has made it home to purple. Before we get into him, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, become a YouTube member so you can get that beautiful signed alternate Vikings helmet by John frickin' Randall.
Yeah, Johnny I remember watching the 2017 draft Lupagus, and all we wanted was Dan Feeney. We wanted him so damn bad, and sure enough, they come up and they take Dalvin Cook and shock the world, and we're like, holy shit, I can't believe we took Dalvin Cook. Dan Feeney, I mean, coming on, he was Indiana, right? Yeah, Indiana.
Yeah.
So
the pride. Feeney, I think they call him the pride of Indiana.
The pride of Indiana. Move aside Larry Bird. So he went to the Chargers. You know what? Dan Feeney, it's probably the Vikings made the right choice. He hasn't been overly fantastic in the NFL. Just looking at him real quick, he has started 65 games in his NFL career. He is 6'4", 310 pounds, 29 years old, and the Vikings need some offensive line depth, and Dan Feeney is that.
He is that. He is a left guard. He's a center.
He's everything.
He's also a tight end, so maybe we signed him to be a tight end. We don't know. We don't know what the Vikings signed him to be, but I do know this. Dan Feeney is the guy who will he will show up to the local bar and probably like a rusted out Toyota Tacoma with some Morgan Wallen just blaring out of his windows.
He is Morgan Wallen.
Maybe a menthol heater and maybe probably a little bottle of Jack Daniels he's just sipping off of as he's driving around.
Well, I mean, so let's look at this a little bit deeper. I mean, Austin Schlottman today signs with the Giants. Chris Reed, I mean, has not been signed by anybody, probably won't be. Vikings offensive line depth is fairly gross. So it's not surprising they bring in a guy like Dan Feeney. He was with the Bears last year, started one game. PFF scores, not fantastic. I mean, when this signing, it's not like he's not going to be like pushing for a starting job. My guess is he's pushing for a roster spot.
Yeah.
I love that we signed Dan Feeney.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I do love him, but this shouldn't give us any warm and fuzzies like, all right, that was the last piece. Our offensive line is solidified.
Well, I mean, does this mean Dalton Risner is off the table now because we have Dan Feeney?
This has nothing to do with Dalton Risner. I think Dan Feeney comes in and backs up Garrett Bradbury. That's it.
I think you're right. I think he's the Schlottman replacement. And I mean, here's the thing. Going back to our old draft crushes, Dan Feeney, Blake Cashman, we got them both now. So, I mean, we're actually having like a dream offseason where we're living these draft crushes are becoming Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? You got to take Dan Feeney for what he is, and he's going to add some decent depth at multiple positions. I like it. I hope he doesn't have to see the field, but he does give us a little bit of warm and fuzzies as far as if somebody goes down, we got somebody. So he is the Schlottman replacement.
He is, absolutely. And again, Kwesi just finding these players that tug at our heartstrings like a Dan frickin' Feeney right there. So let us know in the comments.
Jerry Tillery, we're getting these guys at the Vikings that we're sniffing around come draft day, and it's becoming a reality.
It is a reality. It's definitely a reality. Let us know in the comments. What do you think of Dan Feeney and his potential with the Minnesota Vikings? Is he strictly Schlottman's backup, or is he more than that? Let us know in the comments. Remember this, menthol cigarettes were first developed by Lloyd Spud Hughes.
God damn it, Lloyd.